The past couple days, I signed myself up for some two-wheeled Moto therapy, did an oil change on my DR650, and hit the road. The first day, I rode the back roads of Healdsburg up to Skag Springs Road and went out Skag Springs all the way to Highway 1 and then 1 back down to Sebastopol. The next day, I rode the back roads up to Cloverdale and then hit Highway 128 all the way out to the town of Mendocino. And whoo, that was the most expensive gas I've ever bought in my life. It was $9.89 a gallon up there, and it wasn't even premium. Can you believe that? Man. Then I rode back down Highway 128 and all the way back to Sebastopol again. The next day, I rode Skag Springs again, but this time I went the opposite direction. I went from Cloverdale, the Cloverdale side, back out to Highway 1 and back down again along the coast. The next day, I rode up to Laytonville and took Branscombe Road all the way across to Westport, Highway 1 at Westport, down through Fort Bragg, down through Mendocino again, and again back on Highway 128. The next day, I rode out through Guerneville, up past Jenner on Highway 1, through Gualala, up to Point Arena, past Manchester, and usually I make a right on Mountain View, but this time I continued all the way up to Elk and then tied back into 128 again. I did about 1,300 miles of back road riding in the past couple days, and it's exactly what the doctor ordered. When I bought this bike, it had about 8,000 miles on it, and now on these rides, I just clicked over 30,000 miles. Buying this bike has been the biggest benefit to my mental health of anything that I've ever bought in my life. When I bought this bike, I knew it was going to be a lot of fun, but I had no idea how much positive impact it would have for my mental health. Riding out and seeing sights like this all day, man, what more could a fella ask for? It's been a match made in heaven riding this DR650. I couldn't be more grateful for the time that I've had on her. Like I said, buying this DR650 has been one of the best purchases of my life. I've had so much fun on this bike, hitting the open road and cruising around, checking out all the sights and sounds of Mother Nature. Man, it's one of my favorite things to do. Highway 1 ripping, back roads ripping. It just doesn't get much better than that, in my opinion. I have so many cool routes and so many cool mountaintop vista viewpoint roads that I hit, and all alongside the ocean. Man, I feel so blessed to live in this area and be able to do these things that I get to do. Like I always say, thankful for the eyes to let me witness this, thankful for the lungs to let me breathe it, thankful for the ears to let me hear it, thankful for the arms and legs to let me do this. Above all else, thank you, God, for this beautiful day and all my blessings. It doesn't get much better. In my opinion, it doesn't get better. I don't know what else I could do besides hitting the lake to have this much fun. The lake and the bike are my happy place. And right now, I don't have a boat anymore. So the bike is my happy place. I should have waited to sell the boat, but at the time I thought I was doing the right play and the right time, but it ended up being a little early. Could have kept it for another season, but hey, I guess it is what it is. My heart is pretty broken on that because I see everyone towing all their boats, going out to the lake, and man, I've seen nothing but boats on the road on these rides, and it makes me miss mine tremendously. But at least I still got this bike. I'll get another boat, but it's gonna be here when I can announce some big changes that I have coming along. There's a reason why I broke my heart myself and got rid of the boat. Even if it was early, there's still a reason. I can't share what that is yet, but here, hopefully soon, I'll be able to share what I've been working on for the past 6 or so months. Got some big changes coming, but I'm just not ready to share what they are yet. Sometimes in life, you gotta do what you gotta do at the time when you gotta do it. Priceless. Van Dam State Park. Mendocino. Right up there is Mendocino. Just came from Mendocino. About to head back to Cloverdale. The vast majority of the time, I'm ripping these roads and routes by myself. So if you got a bike and you like to rip these style roads, hit me up, let's go. I can take you on my favorite routes and stop at some of my favorite places, like this spot right here, and you can take me to some of your routes and show me some of your little honey hole spots. Some smackers right there. If you know, then you know. And don't be alarmed when you see me on two wheels stopping at these bars. All the bartenders know that I'm abstaining from alcohol, and they know to serve me soda water. Another beautiful sunset at the spot. This one's stretching all the way up the coast. Super calm out there today. Yeah, buddy. Thank you, God, for this beautiful day and all my blessings. Another one. I enjoy stopping at local, tried and true spots that celebrate local history, especially when it comes to blue collar trades. Dirty hands, clean money, baby. Dirty hands, clean money, baby. Let's go. One of my favorite spots right here, the Wash U House. If you know, then you know. If you don't know, then you better find out. Look at all that money, baby. That's what the gold miners used to do. Put a bill up on the ceiling, so if they lost their ass, they had something to come back to. Wood slabs, baby. Wood slabs. Yes, sir. We're out there. We're out there. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. I love me some taco night at the shoe.
Back 'em up!